it go, to never let it go, to never let it, never let it, never let it go. The sounds and the music, the moments you own it, you better never let it go.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the first podcast of Behind the Screen with Luke Romeo and
Dan Carranza. How are we, guys?
everyone's doing good, I hope. So, coming into this weekend, obviously, we're going to start off the show on big hits. So, let's just talk about what's been happening in the past couple of weeks. Anthony Corona.
Oh.
First person I want to talk about off the bat, Anthony Corona.
Yeah,
off the bat,
he's been on
what do you think of him?
I'll tell you what, he has been struggling from the past few weeks, as we've seen. It's no secret. You know, he's been struggling so much with the car, but the last 2 weeks, he's been killing it, really. He's dominating. And I'm starting to put my eye on him. You got to be careful. He's one to watch out for now, I reckon. He's going to be...
The one question I really want to ask him is just, does he think he's in a chance for title contention? Because I think he does.
I reckon he has. He's got a good car. He's got a good tune. He knows how to drive it. He knows how to drive it.
He has gone back to back.
Yeah, he has. And...
He's got back to back, and he's proved himself, and he's honestly, since he's got his car going, he's been putting his car together very well. He's been working hard on it. Since he's gotten his shit together with his car. So, I don't know. Really, I'm proud of the boy.
he could have a very good chance, you know. He's worked pretty hard. From a guy who could not win a season, from taking out 3 seasons in the Series 6, it was very good from him, I got to say. So, I don't know, man.
Okay,
but anything can happen.
So another person, let's just go to another person now. We'll get back to Anthony later. Let's talk about you, Mr. Carranza. You are right now our reigning champion. Overall, you did take it by an amount of 30 points, I think. So you took it. You definitely scored it by a mile, which is probably one of the biggest gaps for the championship in the history of Drag Challenge. Mm-hmm. It's always been close, which is what we love.
We always love the close battle.
While you're here, which is you are one of the hosts of the podcast.
Yes.
How do you think you are in contentions for the next season coming up this weekend?
Tell you what, I'm not gonna lie. I have struggled a little bit. You know, past few weeks we've had good weeks, we've had bad weeks, but we've managed to get around them, and I'm looking pretty confident. We're doing some testing before the opening round, so I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, there are some tough competitors out there. I'm sure we can succeed.
Yeah, because early in the season you were making a massive statement, and which puts you up in the leaderboard a bit.
Yeah.
And as I did make some race nights this season, I wasn't too consistent. You really put yourself on a big gap out there. And as from what has happened in the past, I did move up one spot, but the downside was I was a lot of points down, so I did have some catching to do. So taking one race night off was very crucial for me. So, which gave you your best chance of winning your first championship, which very good for you, and we all did congratulate you on that.
Yes, I'm still very thankful for that night. I really am.
So this season, hopefully, is a clean season, no issues coming up, and we can just have a clean sweep of drivers coming in.
Oh, look, I agree.
So,
I reckon we'll have a very good series because we've got some new drivers coming in from not just Australia, but from everywhere else.
All around the world. We're getting drivers all around the world right now, which is...
I know it sounds crazy, but we're getting bigger every... Yeah, it sounds crazy, but we're getting bigger every month. But it's very good.
Really get most of the... we can't really get everyone on the overseas tonight. As number one, they're in different time zones, so they could be sleeping in a minute.
Yeah, it can be very difficult.
Which we're okay. We still, until they race around, that's when they'll make the podcast. So it's been tough for them trying to get up at 3 a.m. and do what we do at 7 o'clock at night. So
exactly.
But we'll talk about one driver who I think is going to make a big statement in Drag Challenge. The American driver Seth.
Oh yes.
Seth, we've done a couple of testing rounds with him.
Mm-hmm.
He has really shown us the ways. He's shown us a couple of his tricks.
He's another one.
I feel like for a first race night, he's going to be very strong.
He's another one to watch out for, Seth.
He's only tested up one track. He's only raced on one track. He hasn't raced at Green Power, which is a very challenging track.
For all competitors, including myself.
Veterans have been racing at Green Power since day one.
Yeah, legit day one.
We're the only ones that pretty much be capable of it. Even us today, but we're still not capable. We don't know the perfect route to this track. There's always a mix-up of
I know, we've been racing there since the start of the year, and we still haven't figured it out properly. I mean, we have, but, like, we haven't perfectly nailed it yet, you know. We're still trying to find new ways to get down the track properly. It's been a challenge, you know, throughout a few series. But that's the part of it, you know. Trying to find new things, find out new ways to get the car down the track, and that's it.
Yeah, that's you know what? Well, we'll see how Seth goes on race night. He is put in a couple of entries, but he can't make it, again, time zones. Hopefully this weekend we see him, which would be very good, and we can see him do something. If he enters now, there's a good chance for him to get himself up in the championship. Exactly.
We're going to have some good racing. We've got some, like I said, new drivers. People getting a lot faster every time, I swear. Every time I race, they get faster and faster. It scares me a lot. But that's what we love. You know, we love the competition.
Yeah.
And that's
okay,
it.
so let's talk about two drivers that are just on a halt at the moment. Like, they just can't seem to get better or worse. Max Perry and Alex Mastriani. These guys are family friends, as we know.
I do love them.
They talked about in the past. And them two together at the moment are just on a, like, they're just not going nowhere, I feel like. I mean, Max and Alex have just been sitting midfield pack most of the time, and they just, as you can see from past videos, you can go back and have a look. You just never know. But Max is he's just a late one. He's like the one that has to, like, if you hit puberty late, he's the one that comes out the best, but you came in late, you know what I mean?
I'll tell you,
like that, so
I'm going to be honest, Max has shocked a few people. I mean, he has a bit of late entries, but he does have a pretty good setup. He's been changing tune-ups all over. I mean, he's trying to still figure out the car. I think it's a brand new Nova that he brought recently. I'll tell you what.
He's had to sell the other Nova, which pretty much all the history of that car's gone. So you've got to figure out.
Kind of stuffed him up a little bit, but he's doing very well to try, you know, putting a new chew in, and he shocked a few people. You know, he's made some upsets from the past. You know, taking out contenders that could win the championship, and he's just taking them out. You know, without any test
like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like putting down a beer, like you just drank a beer like it was water. So that's what it's pretty much like at the moment. So let's get into Alex. Alex, I don't know. Alex has been mucking around his car. Alex just mucks around his car every round. He tries something different, and it just seems that he just doesn't know.
The car just doesn't want to, you know, do it.
He has been testing. He does test. We know that. He tries he's a very competitive driver. He loves to win. Whenever he wins, that he's all excited about it. So, like, who knows with him? Who honestly knows? We'll see if we can grab him on later and just get his word.
Well, we've had 2 weeks now preparing. So, from last weekend to this weekend, we've had 2 weeks of testing. So, drivers have plenty of time to get a tune-up and testing before the series comes. There's one driver I want to talk about, though. He may have a comeback this series. That's Damien. He is... I'll tell you what. That's so cool. That's so cool. The drive around kid. Yes, he may make his return to this weekend, which I'm very happy. Of course, he is another tough racer. He is former season winner. He's won a few seasons.
He is one of the biggest upsetters you'll ever meet. Like his Nova is something else. Like, we don't know. He must be hitting those nitrous bottles late at the end, but he just drives around the biggest competitors.
It doesn't matter.
Go back to streams. You got big hitters like, for example, Daniel raced when we raced at the airport. Ellis.
He'll come out of nowhere. You think you've won, but then he'll come out of nowhere and just beat you by 3 kilometers.
Just drive around you, and then you just don't know. Like, he's just a very competitive driver. He is one of the biggest upsetters. That's my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, but he's the biggest upsetter.
And that's why he's called the driver king, because it doesn't matter what he races, the Hellfire, the Click, the Vamos, he'll just drive around anyone he comes across. You know, he's awesome. I reckon he's one to watch out for as well. I reckon.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, what about the McNamara brothers?
McNamara boys.
They have been trying to they're trying their best to make a statement. They've been doing pretty well at it, if I say myself. They've been taking a lot of drivers out, and I feel like Will, he's kind of at a halt at the moment again. He went onto a really bad lap tree. He's picking up his pieces. He's picking up his pace again. He is winning races still. He did win a championship, I'm pretty sure, not long ago. Jake didn't win one not too long ago either, so they're kind of picking up the...
At the kind of start of the Series 6, as it goes, the past series, he has doing pretty bad. No secret. You know, had been losing every first round, but I reckon once we got returned back, he started picking up the pace again. As you saw, once we returned, he took out a season. you know, and he won by a lot of points as well. And Jake also getting his rhythm back as well. They're doing pretty well when they came back. So yeah, they're gonna be one to watch out for. So yeah.
They didn't really move too far down. When everyone came back, everyone didn't move too far down. And
yeah, I reckon
it was good to see.
I reckon when everyone
was
came
up.
back after a long break, they're kind of like, you know, oh shit, what have I got to do again? You know, it's been ages since we got back. Me
Yeah.
as well was like, okay, what have I got to do?
Cars have been sitting in the garage and
Collecting
you know,
dust.
But yeah, that's how it is when you have to have a break. Unfortunately, some things do get in the way of racing, and you have to do some things to keep
Your cars
on
maintained.
the low and keep it calm. But it's okay. We're back, and we're back better than ever. What about me though? I know
Mr. Romeo. Sorry.
I have been. You know what? You can't talk much about me. I'm mostly first, second, third. I just sit in the top three most of the time. I'm just chilling up there, and I mean, still here sitting with 18 titles, which is a
So
very
Luke,
big
you're
record.
gonna try to go for a fifth.
Daniel,
You're gonna try to go for a
Daniel,
fifth one.
You got a big gap to chase down still. You got about like 8 more race nights to catch me. It's a record that's gonna take a while for someone to break. Because as Michael Schumacher, the F1 driver, says, records are there to be broken, so it can always be broken. I guess it's time to wrap it up, and all I gotta say is see you next episode. Catch us this Sunday. Follow our Instagram GDA Drag Challenge. Follow our YouTube GDA Drag Challenge, and follow our Twitch channels GDA Drag Challenge and Lethal Sniper 135. And just catch us on Saturday, Sunday, 7:30, and we'll see you all there. 7:30 p.m. So we'll see you all there. So I'll catch you later.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching.
To never let it go. To never let it go. To never let it go.